Hello, how are you today? I hope this video finds you super well and you're ready for the week ahead that we're about to dive into. So this is becoming a little bit like my weekly installment on Shark Tank, but this TV show is incredible. It is bringing entrepreneurship into the lounge rooms of everyday Australians and indeed people all over the world. And I just think that that is incredible and a massive achievement and celebration in itself. And I, like millions of others, love watching the show. And what's really emerging for me is every week there is the same messages and the same takeaways from this show, the same common threads that keep emerging. And this is what I really want to share with you in so that you can learn from it and apply it in your business and make you stronger and more investment ready and worthy as you go forward. So the number one message that I see commonly emerging, and when Janine Ellis last night said this, I wanted to jump up and dance around my lounge room because it is essentially the core message of my business and everything that I stand for and what I am so incredibly passionate about. And what Janine said was, she said, you need to know your numbers. Okay, it's as simple and as difficult as that. You need to know how your business is performing. And the reason Janine said this was there was one particular entrepreneur on the show last night who they asked what his revenue was for the previous month. And he couldn't answer that question, okay? He could not tell them what his revenue was for the month. And then he then sort of went, no, I don't know what it is. And then went, oh, I think it was about 30,000. But as Janine said, you've lost credibility because you openly said at the beginning of the conversation that you didn't know. And then you changed your mind further down to say, oh, it was about this. So you really can't trust what he was saying in there. And so this is something that I'm so passionate about, as you may have guessed, and something that I commonly see through businesses. And it is really, really important, and it's what I want to share with you. And the reason this question is asked, and the reason this question is so important from this panel of investors, is because you are asking them to personally put their money in, okay, to be personally invested into your business and your venture and your product. Okay, and if by them asking you what your revenue was for the previous month and you're unable to answer a question like that, essentially what it tells them is, well, hang on a minute, they're not looking after their own money. They're not looking after their own investment in this business. And if they're not looking after their own investment, there is no chance that they're going to look after ours, okay? Because at the end of the day, your investment and your dedication to this business and how you look after that business, and a huge part of that is looking after the finance side of it, tells volumes about a business. And so if you're not well versed and you're not up with everything that's happening in your business, that is going to show through to, like it did last night, to this panel of investors, and straight away it's going to put them on the back foot and they're not going to be as confident to invest into your business. So that's why it is so important. Okay, really, really important. And the other common thread that I see emerging from this show consistently is that people are, when they value their business, okay, so when you're asking for as for in last night's show, there was I think it was a $250,000 investment for a 2.5% stakeholding, which essentially means ownership of that business. So essentially they're asking you to put in $250,000, and then for that investment you will own 2.5% of that business. So for this valuation, that is massive, okay? That means it's a very, very valuable business. And what the investors are consistently saying to these people, to these entrepreneurs that pitch to them, is your valuation of your business is way off, okay? So, and quite often this has been a deciding factor in the investor not investing in the business, okay, because the valuation has just been way off, and the entrepreneur hasn't taken their time to do their due diligence and to accurately and realistically value what the business is worth, okay? So that's my real message that I wanted to share with you today, is that in our business, I know that the numbers aren't the exciting part for a lot of people, okay? It's not what you get up. I haven't yet met somebody who's told me that they started their business so that they could play with the numbers all day, okay? But essentially, it is a fundamental, important part of running your business. And it is also enjoyable, it is valuable, it is incredibly valuable, and it is very insightful, okay? And I have clients that I've worked with who come to me not knowing anything about the profit and loss or the balance sheet or their turnover or their expenses, their gross profit margin. They didn't know any of that, okay? And they're now well, educated. They have the confidence and the skills to be to understand their own financials. And every week they look forward to doing their weekly review spreadsheet, to seeing how their business is tracking, to setting goals, tracking, measuring against them. And it really isn't hard, okay? It's not hard physical. I'm a year 10 dropout. I didn't finish high school, okay? And then I'm now a qualified accountant. So I have worked my way up from being a year 10 dropout, not even finishing year 10, so I understand exactly that it doesn't have to be difficult, okay? It's not long, arduous formulas and no algebra and that sort of thing, but it is of critical importance, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have a profitable business, you have an expensive hobby, okay? And that's really what it comes down to, is that it's not daunting, but stepping into your financial power and taking control, and even just saying to the universe, I am serious about this. I'm ready to take control of my finances. And that is powerful in and of itself, and I say to people, how can we expect to be blessed with more abundance and to be increasing our revenue and sales and building our business if we don't look after what we've currently got, okay? And that's why we need to look after, nurture, and grow what we've got, and have that brilliant base in place that's going to help you to scale and build your business. Because if you don't have that solid foundation in place now, when your business grows, it's not going to be sustainable. You're not going to have those systems and structures in place to facilitate your growth in a way that supports you. Okay, and so that is why I've put together this package for you, the numbers you need to know. It's $249. We have, so there's a short questionnaire for you to fill out prior to our time together, to, voice any questions, concerns, and provide some information to me specific about your business, so that the time we spend together is leveraged and tailored for you to get massive value and takeaways that you can implement straight away into your business. Now, it is we do cover a lot of ground in our time together, and so I also offer a follow-up implementation phone call where we can go through things, answer any questions that have arisen, just give you a little bit of a freshen up, and see how you're traveling a week or so on from our time together. Now, I've had quite a bit of feedback and concerns from people that they really want to do it, but they're a little bit concerned because, their P&L and their balance sheet and everything's not, the I's aren't dotted and the T's aren't crossed, and they're a little bit intimidated that their financials are still controlling them a little bit and they're not quite in control. And to that I say, the fact that you've opened the door to the possibility and you're being open to improving your financial position is everything that it takes, okay? I don't mind. I don't care what state your finances are currently in. What I care about is that you're passionate, you're invested, and you're ready to take action, to take control, and really be in control and determine your financial future. That is what means the most to me. Okay, so if you think this package is something that you're interested in, by all means, please contact me and we can schedule your package. And if you have any further specific questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm here to help you, and I really want to support you in your business journey. So I hope you found this video helpful. Just quickly, I'll just touch on the main two takeaways from my viewings of Shark Tank. The first one being, we need to know our numbers, okay? If you're asking people to put their own personal funds into your business, we need to be ensuring that we're looking after everybody's investment, yours, other people's, and, really treating your business like it deserves to be and giving the finances the attention that they need. And the second takeaway is around the valuations of the business, okay? So being realistic and doing your due diligence and really having a good idea and a realistic idea of what the business's valuations look like. And unfortunately, this has been why a few entrepreneurs on Shark Tank have not been successful, because they've just thrown a blanket valuation. Yep, that sounds good. This is what it's worth. Gone into the business, like gone into the Shark Tank, pitched to these investors, and straight away the investors go, well, you haven't taken the time to research this. You haven't done your due diligence. You're not being realistic. And so because you've sort of taken this slapdash approach to it, straight away you've put them on the back foot and you've sort of got them offside because they don't feel confident and comfortable that you are taking this seriously and you are being realistic. Okay, so this video did end up being a little bit longer than I wanted to be, sorry, but something I'm incredibly passionate about, and like I say, I can't wait to talk to you again soon and to work with you and support you through your business's journey. So have a brilliant day. As you can see, the sun is streaming through here, my window, so it's a gorgeous day outside. I hope it is where you are too, and enjoy it. Have a brilliant day. Thanks for watching. Bye.